Welcome to my house.
The whole logic is quite crazy.
There's over like 2,000 Ferraris in Hong Kong.
So it's nothing special?
There's nothing special in Hong Kong.
Hong Kong, a city of 7 million people, once a British colony, now part of China, a financial hub where money rules. And yet, 1 out of 5 people here lives in poverty. In fact, the gap between rich and poor has reached a record high. I'm here to find out about the lives of the super rich and the poor.
Hong Kong
is an awesome city, but unfortunately, it's also a terribly expensive city. It may be the most expensive city in the world at the moment, and I want to know, where is all that money? Who are the wealthy people of Hong Kong? I start out early. I've contacted a couple of rich kids through Instagram, and one of them invited me over. There they are, the rich kids of Instagram and their babies. Welcome to the annual meeting of the Super Car Club. Lots of supercars here. We're heading to a nearby hotel. I've managed to get a lift in an Audi R8. It costs 160,000 euros. But by comparison, that's a cheap clunker in Hong Kong. These are the people I want to speak with. I start chatting with Reeve.
Yeah, let's go.
We can start now.
Okay, sure.
Okay.
So what should I do?
Show me your car.
Okay, sure.
This one, yeah?
Yeah, this one. Do you want to go in on the other side?
Yeah, sure.
Buying a Lamborghini is no big deal for him.
So I love to buy something related to Batman. So I know that the Batman movie is related to the Lamborghini as well. So I bought this car.
Pretty expensive car, right?
Yeah.
How much did you pay?
In Europe, it's 400,000.
Would you consider yourself like saying being a rich guy?
No, it's too many rich guys behind us.
So you think there are others who are richer than you?
Yeah, so many rich.
Yeah. So how come there are so many rich people in Hong Kong?
Many, I don't dare to say, but lots of people is they have their mindsets to make the wealth money, and especially in Hong Kong, the property market is much more profitable in the world.
Let's go.
Reeve is 25 and he's always traveling for business. He makes his money with apps and construction projects in London, Shanghai, and LA.
Yeah.
You think people might envy you when they see you?
Sometimes, maybe. I don't dare to say that too.
Real estate is one way to make money in Hong Kong. After all, we all have to live somewhere. That's a problem for those who have no money and no choice. Sham Shui Po district is one of the poorest areas of Hong Kong, though that doesn't mean that rents are cheap. Angela, a social worker, is showing me a typical apartment. There are hundreds of thousands like this one in Hong Kong. Mr. Yu lives here. This was once a 5-room apartment. Now each room is home to a different person or family. That's more profitable for the landlords. The concept is called subdivided flats. Nearly half the population lives like this. The tiny rooms can rent for 500 or 600 euros. Mr. Yu lives here with his wife and daughter in less than 10 square meters. He has come to accept the situation.
以前就唔開心，而家諗住但係有機會搬同埋咧，從出邊比較咧，即係好幸運其中一個嚟嘅。
At the very first beginning, he was not happy with it because the area is small and the environment is not that good. But at the time passed, and he felt that it's more like blasted. Why say so? Because first, because he had been waiting for the public rental housing for already 5 years, and also because he said that compare with other places now, then for this size of the room and also the facility, whatever, is already much cheaper.
Here's the bathroom. They share it with 4 other tenants. The kitchen as well, but no one has cooked here in a while. Mr. Yu shows me a picture of his daughter.
Yeah. What's her name?
Yan Yan.
Yan Yan?
Yan Yan.
Yang Yang, yeah.
He says his dream is for her to be rich one day. I ask what he considers rich.
我無敵啫，但係我教我都好辛苦，我而家教唔同，因為我自己嘅知識水平唔夠，到佢一路。
The amount of money that you get, or you earn, or you own whatever, is already enough to support the life that you want. Of course, it's not talking about the very luxury one. Then you can like afford a place to live, then you can buy something you want, then you can take care of your family, then it is already rich.
Meanwhile, others have so much that they don't know what to do with it. Repulse Bay is one of Hong Kong's most expensive areas. An apartment can cost 5 to 10 million euros. So just imagine what an entire villa is worth. I'm meeting Derek. He's going to show me his house.
Hey, hi. Hello, welcome. I'm Derek.
Hi, Derek.
Come in, let me show you around my house.
House is an understatement. This is a palace.
Welcome. So, normally when house party, some noobs will fall over here and they just roll down. So watch out. Dining table in the kitchen. Normally when house party, like Chinese style, we do karaoke and people just sing here, and sometimes people just call the police. The chess area, beer pong. A lot of people come here, and then the DJ right here, and everything. That's me when I still look good. Now I'm fat.
Derek attended the best American colleges. His grandfather built the house. The family has been in real estate for 3 generations.
I'm a champagne fan, but my parents are like Burgundy fan. I like Bordeaux.
Derek is 26. The entrepreneur and Pokemon fan works with computers and speculates on the stock market. He says his parents expect him to make money.
It's a rooftop. We have dining here. A chef will come and then we cook and we eat here. We can't think. There's a lot of pressure. And here it helps me relax and think about work and myself and understand more about things. Yeah, pretty much. Welcome to my house.
So can you imagine, like, if people see this, that they might say, well, they're living in such a big house, they have like 2 Ferraris, and that's sort of unfair? What would you say to them?
I think everything's just fair. Like I think it's just fair in life. Like you get things you have right now is God doesn't give you more, I'll give you less. People have a place to live, and I never heard anyone is like starved to death in Hong Kong. But it's a city with a lot of resource and opportunity. If you have the goodwill in yourself and you know what you are, who you are, and money will come. And how much, like, God decides it.
I'd like to know more about those who are less fortunate. The organization SOCO helps poor people in the city. It provides tutoring and documents the conditions under which many are forced to live.
Yeah, this is the cages. The very like typical cage home, then you can imagine the people just sleep inside, just like a pet that you keep in your home.
People cooped up like animals, and their rents rose by 15% over the past year.
The whole logic is quite crazy. The rents increase, they spend more for a single places, but the area of the places is decreasing, the quality of the places is decreasing, the hygiene, the living environment, all the issues is decreasing. So all these factors add together. You can imagine how big the impact of the issues in the society.
But for the super wealthy in society, this is normal. I'm getting my second ride in a supercar.
How do people react when they see you in the Ferrari?
There's too much Ferrari in Hong Kong. Yeah. too many Ferrari in Hong Kong. I think there's over like 2,000 Ferraris in Hong Kong.
The wealthy don't like to talk about poverty. Jeff wants to change that. He's from Canada, but has been living in Hong Kong for a long time working as a teacher. He wants to do something about poverty here. Once or twice a week, he and a few other people visit the city's poorest, the homeless. They bring some food, a few bottles of water, sometimes clothing. They tell me the problem is getting worse. They blame the out-of-control housing market, something I've been hearing about a lot. Jeff asks me not to film the homeless people. They've had bad experiences with being on camera. Instead, he tells me their stories. Some of them have become homeless in order to save money for their families.
Bye-bye.
You know, rent's so expensive here, so doesn't give you much choice. You know, you could live for free in the park. You could pay $2,000 to $2,500 to live in a cage home or a coffin home. It's, you know, pretty tough.
The underlying problem, the extreme wealth gap, is not going to be solved by this initiative. But help has to start somewhere.
One thing that we do is we offer them an opportunity. You know, we give them an opportunity to come out and hand out and support the homeless like you did tonight, where you can take your donation from your hand and put it into their hand. And a lot of people are itching for that, and a lot of people don't even know that that's an option. So we give them that option, and basically that's just teaching people about empathy, teaching them about kindness. And I think that the rich and the upper class, I think they're very open to that. You know, so I think Hong Kong's a beautiful place. It's a place with open-minded people.
Jeff is still hoping to convince rich people to help the poor. But my impression is that many rich people don't even notice the poor anymore. They are all too busy making more money in what is probably the most expensive city in the world.